Hey everyone, welcome to this week's show. I am your host and GM of Team Ramrod, and with me this week we have Corey, who is my co-commissioner and GM of Sauce Pass,
Going on?
and we have Travis, TVT, the GM of what's his team name this week?
Wait,
TVT is getting upset. The king of trades here. Uh, we
And
have
name
a
changes.
we have a lot of trades to talk about. We have some disappointing results for some people, some exciting results for other people, and some preview for what's to come. So let's jump into it. Start off with Sauce Pass here, 6-11-0 in 13th, losing to the Polar Bears, 8-5-4. Sean jumping into 8th, holding on to a playoff spot here. Corey, what happened?
Yeah, it was a good matchup. It was tied Sunday night, and man, it feels so long ago now. And I think it was goals against average that flipped and wins to give him the 8-5 lead. I needed his goalie to not get a win and get lit up, basically just hold the tie to get four guys going, but no. So not a great week for me, and not for him, but enough to get through my shit team. So that's good for Sean. Uh, Suzuki with a solid week, 2 goals, 3 assists, +6. Shorthanded point was nice. Harley, 2 goals, 1 assist, a game winner. That was also helpful. And then Mers was a great pickup, getting me 2 wins. Wolf with my only other win, putting up a 920 in his one start. Pretty quiet week. But then looking at Sean's team here, to do no one really standing out. 2 goals, 1 assist for Strome. Miller with a goal, 3 assists, 9 hits, 3 power play points. 2 goals, 2 assists for Olivier, 10 hits, game-winning goal as well. And then Busey carrying the wins here. That's who was playing for him on Sunday. 2 wins on the week. Radich getting his other one. Not any Washington goalies at the moment healthy. Dropping. Can't remember his name now. The other guy, back up to Thompson, but
Lindgren.
Lindgren. Thank you. Yeah. Let Thompson on IR, but didn't slow him down, and he was able to kind of pass through me pretty easily.
Anything to add, Travis?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's meteoric weeks from both teams, really. But
Yeah, I think you said it pretty correctly, Corey, where you said no one stood out on Sean's team, which I think is an issue for him. I would like to see Sean make some moves to kind of add a couple player upgrades to maybe make it a competition in the playoffs.
Yep.
We'll see. His
you mean,
goaltending
you mean
is
ties don't
is hurting.
count? You mean ties don't count?
Ties count, but I mean it's not gonna help you in playoff time. Uh, I know
Nick
that's
says different.
yeah, that's new
Yeah.
territory for some teams though, playoffs. So they're not sure what it takes to win. Um, Team Ramrod, 7-9-1 in 10th, tying Captain Crunch 4-11-2 in 14th. This tie essentially ending my 5 straight years in the finals, boys. I know everyone's disappointed about that. Only the second
Darn.
time I'll be missing the playoffs. But I'll be back next year. I needed this win, didn't get it. I could have lived with a tie should other teams have lost, but they did not. So let's go to Corey here to see what actually happened stat wise.
I thought he had the win on you. So I guess he got you got something late to get the extra point, but um, good week from him player wise. 17 goals, 23 assists, 7 power play points apiece. So like that was the thing to watch coming down on Sunday.
He
You
got a
beat him in
power
all the
play
depth.
point at the end of the in the third period of the last game.
Oh yeah, it was you who had the lead.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. Uh, but then no, yeah, not impressive goalie stats from either side. You taking two categories to his one. But not a two shorthanded points for you. That was surprising. other than that, not a good week for either of you, except for his 17 goals. I'd say 13 goals for you, not terrible. 21 assists, just slightly
I would
behind him in a
assume
couple categories.
those like goals and against I think are better than probably more teams than not for Shane. I think that's probably
355.
I think he ran 13 and 21. I think he might have ran into
Mm,
a buzzsaw there maybe. And even the hits aren't bad either. I don't think, but
Well, what happened
no,
was I had the lead in those other goalie stat too. Skinner had a really comfortable lead, and Pittsburgh almost did what they do and collapsed in the third period. Um, he let in some late goals. I think there was a lot of them were on the power play. Like they started gooning it up, and that ended up costing me. Obviously, not just that. It's a week worth of goalie stats, but
yeah,
I had the lead um, late Saturday in those goalie stats, and then it became closer than I would have liked. As you can see, that save percentage was real close. Um,
0.007 difference. Yeah, yeah. Looking at player wise, Matthews a goal, 3 assists. Truba 3 apples. Hyman 2 goals, 1 assist. McDavid 2 goals, 3 assists. So a few people really popping for you, but the goalies here, yeah. Skinner were putting up a 750.
that's because that one game.
Yeah.
it hasn't changed.
Hellebuck putting up a 908, looking good uh, for the first time in a while, actually, or decent. And then everybody else not with a good showing, though. Going to Domo's team, Kempe 3 goals, 3 assists, 3 goals at a Radish and Ekholm. I think they were both hat tricks, right?
Yeah,
Chuck
Yeah.
Radish also
No,
three
Radish's
app.
wasn't a hat trick. He actually scored the power play goal that tied me the week instead of giving me the win.
Oh, okay,
Very
gotcha.
disappointed.
He got a hat trick earlier in the year, then.
They did.
Yeah, or the month, I guess. Sorry.
He's
Uh,
been good.
yeah,
he's been unreal.
yeah. Kachuk 2 goals, 2 assists. Brock Nelson goal and 2 assists. Then Yari and Forsberg, his goalie win, 6K getting hurt. Um, Goalie situation rough here, but enough to squeeze out a tie with you.
Yeah, good for Domo. You know, I guess that's a little revenge. I beat him for my first championship and he ends my run. So, good on you, Domo. It burns me when it's Domo I don't beat. So,
It gave you a chance to sell some pieces, though, right?
yeah, I got
One
in
more.
early right away once I knew I wasn't winning and I was only tying. I'm like, no, this is it. I have to start selling.
Well,
Uh,
and everyone else winning too didn't help.
I was
But
getting like 300 text messages like as the game ended. It was like, buddy, my sixth. I'm like, oh, here we go. He's
yeah,
gonna fucking rate me again. He's gonna
it
pull
was
my
it,
pants down.
it was my six that I was really interested in. To be
Yeah,
fair,
it
like
that's
was.
fair.
That was the big selling point for was his six. Yeah.
um, Jager bombs 10-6-1 in fourth. Losing to Shifley Tower, which fucked me. Thanks a lot, Braden. 10-7-0 in sixth place. What happened here?
Yeah, just a tight matchup that went the other way. Uh, Braden didn't have a lot of scoring, only 6 goals to Derek's 15. +7 for Braden to Derek's +25. Few categories were close here. Pim's not too far off. 6 apart, power play points 2. Not great goalie stats though. But they split it 2 apiece. Just yeah, one extra category here. So assists were tied. So that would be tight coming down to the wire. Uh, uh,
Block
uh,
too, like an occasional shot, just fucking hit a guy. Like, come on.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And then blocks, tied and blocks. Yeah. Didn't even catch that. Thank you. Yeah. So a tough loss for Braden, but sure he's feeling pretty comfortable with the outcome of everything else. So looking at Braden's team, Dobson a goal, 3 assists, +7, 9 shots, 6 hits, 7 blocks. To Pet, 15 shots, 10 hits, and nice step stats there. Rensky 5 apples. Hudson 3 apples. Look at that, guy's killing it.
He's an apple machine.
Yeah, only one hit though.
Apple tree.
Yeah, not many. He doesn't as
Uh,
PP as much as you think. He never hits. Gets a few blocks and just put apples out the ass.
and then the goalies. Not Dallas finally getting some wins for him here, getting putting up three between the two duo, and then Gibson putting up nothing. Not impressive stats. They all fall around 850. Um, yeah, disappointing for him. I think obviously he expects better out of them.
I
Moving over to
expected better out
Derek's
of him.
team. Tuck 4 goals, Geeky 4 goals, 2 assists. Still keeping things going here. Trending 15 hits. Uh, Shifley 2 goals, 2 assists for the game winner. Bouchard 1 goal, 4 assists, 15 shots, 5 hits even. And Swayman putting up 2 wins, and that was it. The other goalie is not really getting any starts. Talbot 3 saves, Vladar 26 saves, but no wins between them and some brutal numbers, but enough to get the win here.
Has a single team had good goaltending so far since we've looked through this?
No,
No.
not yet. Not yet. It's been a
Like
rough week.
fuck.
Don't try the beef. 13-2-2 in first, defeating Svetch Me a Drink 11-5-1 in second. This was the match of the week, and it was close. From what I understand, it came down to two pims.
Yeah,
One
I
pim.
could. I think that's what it was. Daltrey beating him by 1 pim here to take the win, but I think it was swap 7-6 the other way until then. But quite a fun matchup. Daltrey with some killer goalie stats here though. 5 wins, 933 and 216.
He's hogging
Uh,
all the good goalie stats. Share those. Spread them around the league, buddy.
But his offense wasn't very good and his blocks weren't good. So Shane played him. That was probably like that's what I was saying. Is where like Shane lost to Domo, but those offensive
No,
stats from
I
Domo
tied
were good.
Domo.
Well, sorry,
Tied him.
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But
but yeah, no,
I was just
shorthanded
as
point for
bad
each
as
of you.
Domo.
Shorthanded points for each of them. Dan taking 3 game winners to his one, but yeah, a lot of close categories. 8 hits, plus minus of 11. 2 assists, 4 goals difference. So could have swung either way. This is a potential final matchup right here, right?
yeah, I
So,
think they're almost
but
locked for 1-2, right? Or is
well,
For 1-2,
yeah,
pretty much.
yeah. Dan would have
It's
flipped to first place with the win here.
now he's further.
Now he's 3 points out.
what a
So
loser.
yeah, going to Daltrey's team here. I'm McKinnon, 2 goals, 1 assist. A little bit of a quieter week.
Only 7 shots for him. Like,
Yeah,
what's he even
seven
doing out
shots.
there?
They've been playing bad though. They've lost a
Yeah,
bunch of games for them lately.
Robertson 3 goals or 3 assists here, 2 power play points. Stutzel 2 goals, 2 assists. Larson 3 apples. Goalies are where he did well here. Wallstead 2 wins, Decord with 2, and Gustafson with 1. All putting up really good numbers.
Yeah.
Good amount of saves, but he did not take saves though. Dan took that on Sunday to potentially take the lead, but
That's what hurt
uh,
Dan too, right? Because he's rocking like the goalies. He's rocking like he's wasting his ads on
yeah,
saves, right? Which sucks. Which is a could have flipped it too, right? You could have added someone. What was tied Pims? But
Pims was 1 apart. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Look at his team here. You got a few people doing well. Trocheck a goal, 3 assists, a short-handed point, 6 shots, 8 hits. DeBrincat 3 goals, 1 assist. Barzell 3 goals, 2 assists. Uh, and yeah, no goalies wins. 5 starts for him.
oof.
All losses though.
It's got a
Um,
stable of goalies.
Yeah,
yeah,
he
yeah,
thinks he's Nick
lot of
O'Brien.
movement there.
It's this week's O'Brien. Big win for Daltrey, though. I imagine this locks up first, based on who he probably has left to play. But you never know, right? Anything can happen, so nothing's for sure. It's not set in stone, but um, get locking up that first seed pretty much is huge for Daltrey, a guy who perennially misses the playoffs, and I guess let's see if he starts his goalies in the playoffs.
Oh, well, now he's gonna remember now.
Yeah, he missed one yesterday, didn't he, or Saturday?
Didn't need them. You see his goalie stats? They're the only good ones in the league this week.
So far, so far.
Yeah, sometimes that you don't want to start them. Not on a fucking Tuesday in in the playoffs, but like,
Didn't like
yeah,
the matchup.
yeah, it's like
Forgot about Dre. 6-8-3 in 11th. Losing to House of Kirill, 10-6-1 in third. The defending champion, pretty much going into sell mode after this. Another a rough year for another big team with high hopes. What happened here?
Yeah, and Nick's goalies came to play, and his players unfortunately weren't able to do anything and take any categories. He only took blocks, but he took five goalie stats, both putting up really solid goaltending numbers.
They both had a shutout
Two
on Monday night.
shutouts to two shutouts to one for Nick here. Neil lost the 909 and a 257, the three wins and 179 saves. So he would have beat 14 other GMs. Well, potentially we'll go there, but
yeah.
uh, yeah, but some close player stats. I could have flipped the script here. Only one assist apart, four power play points, six PIMs.
3+.
Yeah, 3+ exactly. The depth stats weren't really close, so those are the only ones really in range. Dry with a big week here for Nick. 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 shots. 2 goals, 6 assists for Kucherov. 15 shots, three hits, 4 blocks, four power play points. And that's really
How do
it.
you
Like
fucking lose with
nobody
fucking
else
four
really
goals, eight
did
assists,
that.
and two people? I'm glad we're trading for all these bums. Fuck yeah,
I
take
was
all
about
my
to say
picks.
that.
His keepers, they wanted it. They wanted to make back to the ship. The
Yeah,
rest of the team didn't want it.
yeah.
No.
Even Vass, Blackwood, both with their shutouts, right?
Yeah.
Vasilevsky 3 wins on the week, 80 saves. Uh, and then going over to Neil's team. Pasternak, a goal, 5 assists, +7. Game winner,
Fuck.
15 shots, 6 hits. Yossi, 2 goals, 1 assist with a game winner as well. Lozon, 14 hits, 7 blocks. Konechny, 5 goals, 2 assists, 8 hits, 12 shots. Eriksson Ek, 2 goals, 3 assists. The Banjad, 2 goals, 2 assists. Players, he had a lot of guys show up there.
Yeah,
Uh,
everyone's doing their job.
and then in net, Sorokin and Grauer both putting up decent weeks for him. Sorokin, 2 wins on 79 saves at the 940. Quite the week. Fedge, no wins, putting up an 877 and a 405, so not great, but you didn't need any of them.
Me and Grubauer
Player,
got fucked too because they called a high stick in their end after McCann went on a breakaway. They reviewed it afterwards, took the goal away from Seattle, and gave a 4-minute penalty to Washington or to Seattle, and I think they scored once or twice on it. And Grubauer
Jesus
had a
Christ.
shot at it was probably halfway through the third, so it could have been much
Jesus.
worse. Yeah,
Yeah, big win for Neil here, though, because with a loss, he would be sitting in eighth place. So,
Wow, that would have been wild because then and Nick would have been on his back, right?
if
So
yeah,
those four key matchups flipped, everyone would have been fucking like 2 points out from like fifth down
fifth.
to like
Yeah,
12th. It was going to be insane last 3 weeks if it wasn't for if it had gone exactly the opposite way. But
yeah. Well,
yeah,
none of them were playing each other, right? That's what I called out too.
yeah,
So it just all the dominoes fell.
which the next couple weeks they're playing each other.
yeah. Like I played Shane and Nick after I played Braden this week and Shane and Nick. Like if I had lost and then Nick and Shane both won, like those were going to be crazy weeks down the stretch.
Oh, 100%.
But thank God.
Now you'll have an easier matchup because they're selling off
Easier
pieces.
matchup with their players, and I'll fucking lose this time because I got their crap now.
It's true. Well, you had my crap, so it's an upgrade.
But your crowd was great. Your crowd picked me places, bud. We beat Nick O'Brien. We beat
He loves your
Fetch.
crap, buddy.
Oh yeah, he did go through a tough
Buddy,
schedule there.
I ran the gauntlet of Nick and Shane early in the season when their dicks were big. I shriveled them up. And I went and hit Nick O'Brien, Fetch, and then I tied Daltrey, bud. Fuck. I'm that
Doing
guy.
your job. This is your year, Travis. I
That's
believe
it.
in you.
That's it.
You know what? The entire league's just waiting for the meltdown when you lose, but it's because it's going to be quite the show. But I'm rooting for you.
That's why I haven't changed the name yet because, yeah, I'm not really upset right now, but I know it's coming. We all know it's coming.
You
You know,
know,
It's not,
the anger's
I'll
in there.
talk about that when we get to the standings here. I'll tell you what I think. My honest opinion here about
Well,
about that when we talk about
All
the
right.
standings.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
This one here though.
Tage,
Oh
Tage
no,
against the
no, no, no.
Machine, 7, 8, and 2 and ninth. Losing to Patches O'Hooligan, 10, 7, 0 and fifth. Patches finally knowing what it's like to put someone away for the season. What happened here?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Yeah.
Nick finally listened to us and got rid of his 5 goals. Six on a bad week. And finally put it to Mark. Mark's team didn't perform as elite as they have. And this could have been even worse for Patches. A lot of the close categories were the ones that Mark was winning, besides from goals here. But Mark beat him by 2 PIMs, beat him by 1 shot, 4 power play points, so few categories. But then Nick's goalies just went to town on him, putting up really good numbers: 3 wins to 2, 143 saves to 117,
You
and then
trimmed some
took
of that fat in the crease.
he did he did all those bad numbers. He said, "Fuck him, go to give him to Travis. He could use some goalies."
But Mark's issue,
Uh,
he should have dropped Bennington fucking a month ago.
I, I
Well,
I made a remark to him the other day about that actually.
it's like, man, like at what point the guy does not starts once a week and gets you at
Yeah.
820? Are you like, you know what? Let's fucking drop this guy.
He
But he
was
was
my
traded.
throwaway, and he
But he
just
was
can't.
traded for a six. He was traded for a six fucking 18 weeks ago. It's like, well, Bob,
Travis, will you shut up about that?
wow,
All
he
right,
did it.
moving on. Moving on. Uh, yeah, Mark's team here. Chitrin, goal, 5 assists, solid D man,
What a shitty player. Get rid of him.
putting up some
Yeah.
decent numbers. Celebrini, a goal, 4 assists. Um, about it. Well, it's nice to see
About
him
it.
with some healthy goalies here, though. But Wool and Greaves getting some wins for him. Greaves the only one putting up anything above 967. So,
He's the only
uh,
goalie that's still on his team if you look right there.
I know. Going over to Patches. Player wise, there's not too many people standing out. Caulfield, 3 goals, 1 assist, 6 hits for the little guy, little firecracker. Got
Oh, fuck.
Forsberg, 3 goals, 11 shots, 6 hits too. Um, and a win from all 3 of his goalies, Kemper, Dobes, and Lyon.
That Lion
Uh,
might be a sneaky ad when he grabbed him when he was hurt. That could be really big for him down the stretch, I think.
well, the guy is what 10 straight now, 10 straight starts, something like that.
Oh, is he? I
So
know they've won like 13 of the last 15 or
yeah,
No,
something crazy.
6K had a start last week. Had
yeah,
one.
no, yeah, it wasn't consecutive starts, but
Okay.
he won like
Gotcha.
10 of his starts in a row. Yeah. So yeah, and then Dobes put him in 941 as well. So he got rid of Montembeau. Um, there you go. That's my opinion on what was the difference. And
A
his
bit
team showed up against a team really fighting, right? So
not fighting anymore. He just bent
well,
over and let
he's following your suit, buddy.
me. I don't know. I put up a fight until
Same week as him.
yeah. I'm like he's like, well, if Shane can't make the playoffs, I can't make it. So
Yeah.
um if I was in his spot though, he's only 4 points out. I still would have he has is fairly easy schedule. I would have still been fighting. Uh
I don't think his move will get there, but I don't think his move's necessarily selling. I think it's
I
he's
mean I
been
think
trying for
it's
that
selling.
goalie all season long.
You
That
moved
that trade could have been six
Hagel and
months ago.
Chikrin, like that's selling to me. Like you
Yeah,
know
it is too big. Like he is really offensively heavy though, so like
Yeah,
realistically, it's not.
not the worst.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
it looks about like I said. We'll we can talk about when we get to trades, but he was offering me significantly more for Askarov, and I turned it down because I thought he was my future. But then like we all know what my patience is like, sadly.
All
um
right, this is the match of the week here. This is the big boys.
This is
this is big actually. The farm team 2 10 and 5 and 15th. Losing to Hughes Your Daddy 3 12 and 2 and 16th. Let's take a look at this one.
Casey officially more wins than Kyle, 3-2. Just 5 ties
Not more
makes it a little
points
bit
though,
more
not more
competitive.
points.
Yeah. But this was a close one though. Casey beating him by 1 goal, 3 power play points. Kyle only winning by 2 blocks. Not any goalie starts really. 1 win between them, 72 to 62 saves. Casey winning with an 889 and a 301.
a 658 on 76 shots against. I would fucking drop everybody.
Yeah, yeah, 658. Like
on
that's
76
gross.
shots
So
against.
These
yeah,
are Askarov numbers, buddy.
Yeah, but that's after fucking 10 minutes and 10 shots.
you got Marner putting up 3 goals on 14 shots. Bedard 2 goals, 2 assists. Finally getting some points going. 13 shots as well, but that's it. Uh, Wedgwood getting lit. Look at Lincoln at 30 goals against average on his 3 shot. He let in
Three
three
saves.
goals on 3 goals on 6 shots and got yanked for 30 goals against average. So that's pretty fucking hilarious. Yeah,
It never
that
played
means that
again.
means he let in the 3 goals in 6 minutes.
That's brutal.
And then Wedgwood with a 7 goals against average is not the worst goalie for him on the week. Um, Anderson putting up a decent amount of saves, but never any wins, unfortunately for Carolina. Going over to Casey's to see who carried him to victory. You got Max Domi, 2 goals, 3 assists. Granlund, 3 goals. Slavkovsky, 2 goals, 1 assist. Lafreniere, 2 goals, 2 assists. Then Saros getting the win for the week. That was the big difference maker right there. 52 saves.
I think he got ripped out early too 1 week. Casey messages me anytime his goalies melt down, so he messages me a lot. And he's like, fucking Zarro's getting pulled
Yeah,
again.
yeah. He knows you can relate and you can emotionally support
Oh,
him through the trouble.
fuck. It's a sad world, bud.
All right, Team Rocket. 7-10-0-12, losing to TBT's getting upset. 8-5-4. Hold on to that seventh spot. On a date with Dan if things were to end right now.
Let's hear about this, Travis.
Well, yeah. So, like, in all honesty, I thought I could lose this week the whole time because he didn't have his goalie starts. He still had odds left, but like he's kind of in limbo mode, right? Not
There
sure
was
he's
no
fucking good.
goalies available though on Sunday, right?
But
Like,
the craziest part
Yeah.
was is Bass had allowed 5 on 20.
yeah, he almost got the backup in.
He almost got Joe exactly. I'm like, do I still? Because I wasn't gonna start Dostal. I'm like, but like this could go south, and it fucking did. But like it didn't. It wouldn't have mattered anyway because Dostal's win would have still gave me the goalie stats, but it was sketchy. But yeah, it was just
I
me
had messaged
struggling.
him by like I was on break at work and I'm like, if they score one more goal, your goalie might see the ice.
See, I was gonna post stuff in there, but like I
It was
don't
like
want to say
5-2
anything.
at that time. I'm like, if they score another one, like Vast might get yanked.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna comment stuff in the chat about certain things. I'm like, no, don't bring attention to anything because like I figured you were already
Oh,
telling him, pick up a fucking goalie, pick up a fucking goalie, but you did. You must not have been on him because
No, I was
uh
on. Like I thought he would have done
done
it
something.
himself, but I don't
Yeah,
babysit
yeah.
everyone.
but it wouldn't
Not
matter,
everyone,
right? It
just
wouldn't.
the
I don't
farm
think it
team.
mattered, but yeah, no,
Yeah,
it was
it was besides from the goalie stats though, it was a 5-5 game. So it was pretty close in a few categories here. You beat him by 1 hit, 1 goal.
That's like,
Uh
I don't beat many people besides him, right? We saw the average goals were like 16. A lot of teams were plus. I had a
well,
boatload
you
of
have a whole
pins.
new team now, buddy.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah,
good. Let me tell you,
which we'll get to.
I'm really fucking pumped. He had the shorty, which made it awkward too. But yeah, it was just a mediocre week from both. I don't think either one of us beat 13 other teams, but I'm glad I won.
9-12, that's pretty darn good. Um, Going through to see who did well. You got Will Smith, 2 goals, 3 assists. Darlene, 3 goals, 4 assists. Power play point, 13 shots. Gustav Bier, 4 goals, 4 assists.
He
Uh,
had Terry come out for one game, get 2 assists off the IR. He had someone else on the IR too, Ghost Bear, fucking 5 points or something, 3 goals or something. Yeah, 6 points in 2 fucking games he came back from. I'm like, this is bullshit.
well, you beat him, so why are you complaining?
Because it's always hard, Corey.
Yeah,
It's hard.
yes, he had 2 wins in his 2 goalie starts here too. Not crazy good numbers, but good enough to get the win. And then looking at your team here, McCann, 4 goals, 3 assists. Kreider, 2 goals, 1 assist. Charlie Coyle, 4 goals, 2 assists.
Yeah, Coyle was crazy.
And a lot of lines here, though, showing that people are no longer on your team. Askarov, Dostal, and Markstrom all putting up some solid numbers for you, getting a win apiece, and all above a 920.
Yeah, Askarov had a shutout against Edmonton, 3-0, and they fucking lose in overtime.
Edmonton scores
But
goals.
yeah, that's what they do. You're never
Not
safe against them.
not last night, not when I had Hyman and Nugent. guys piss me off.
Is
Let's talk about the
TVT getting
standings.
upset?
I've told you that's why I haven't changed the name. We knew it was
We
gonna
got
happen.
we got 6 minutes left in part one, so we can get through the standings. Um, Top team right now, Daltrey, 28 points.
Hmm.
Oh, so Dan would not have been in
Yeah,
first,
I
so
just noticed that. He would have been 1 point out.
1 point behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
13 2-2 record. Dan, second place, 11-5-1, 23 points. Only 2 points up on House of Kirill
Uh,
here in Jager Bombs, both with a 10 6-1 record, holding third and fourth. Patches with 20 points here, 10-7-0 record. Shifley Tower, 10-7-0 record, 20 points as well in sixth. TVT with 20 points with an 8-5-4 record in seventh. Polar Bears hold on to eighth here, 8-5-4 record, 20 points as well. And then there's the big drop off. Tage with 16 points with a 7-8-2 record here, ninth place. Team Ramrod in 10th, 7-9-1 record, 15 points. Dre with the same, or not the same record, sorry, 6-8-3, 15 points in 11th. Team Rocket in 12th, 7-10, 14 points. Sauce Pass 13th, 6-11-0 at 12 points. Domo 4-11-2 and 14th with 10 points. Then you got this got really interesting. Oh,
yeah, got
the
interesting.
farm team here 2-10-5, 9 points, 1 point edge on Who's Your Daddy. 3-12-2 with 8 points. This could be the most interesting race to finish the year is the Caucasaurus.
Yeah, because the playoff race is nearly done. Just
Will
the
will we have a
where people land.
back-to-back cock?
Yeah, we just had one, right? Wasn't Braden back to back, and that's why he brought in Chris?
No, he won 2 out of 3.
Oh yeah,
It was
Burge
a
broke it up.
Bergeron in between there.
Fucking Burge ruins everything, man.
Gets in between those cocks.
Yeah, give me more.
So I will say, going over the standings here, um, as it stands right now, it's hard to say that Daltrey isn't the favorite
Yeah.
to win. But I will say what I was going to say earlier is my underdog out of the teams is Travis.
Whoa, whoa.
That's
Holy
I'm telling you, it's my honest opinion. I like the makeup of your team. If you get the right matchups, you can make a run to the finals. And once you get to the finals, anything can happen. I've seen Mark win.
Yeah, I
Uh,
have really bad breakers too. I've only beaten Svetch and Patches.
and you
So
barely
you got to
lost to
win it.
Daltrey last time, right?
What's that?
You
No,
barely
he's just
lost
talking
to
about the
Daltrey.
tiebreakers, though.
Tiebreakers, yeah. So
Oh
like
yeah.
if there's ties, I've tied a bunch of them, a couple of them, but I've only beaten fucking Svetch and
I
Braden.
think
Or
I
yeah.
think you have the assets that you could still make a splash if you need to.
Oh,
Um,
here we go. Here
I'm
we
just
go.
saying, I'm not trying to sell you on
Yeah.
anything. I'm just saying, uh, my big philosophy, and I preach this all the time, boys. If you're in the playoffs, you don't know when the next fucking time you're gonna have a chance at the ship is. If you have the assets, you should be moving them and fighting. You have $600 on the line now. Don't be, oh, well, my team might not. Again, Mark won a fucking championship. He was not
Anything can
expected to
happen.
win, and he won. You know, you
Yep.
can't sit idle. You don't know when your next opportunity is. It's wide open this year. The typical three heavy hitters who have been dominant the last few years, Corey, myself, and Nick, are not in the playoffs. You don't know when that's
Yep.
going to happen again. You don't have to go through us. Yes, there are some stacked teams out there. There's always going to be stacked teams, boys. But if you're in, you should be going all out to win that fucking money now and not worry so much about next year. You don't know what next year's going to look like.
You might be fucking dead.
You might be dead. You might not even be
It's
here
true.
next year.
It's true.
So win. I say try and win what you can. Don't be fucking stingy and sit there like I'm not saying this at TVT. TVT made moves. So if he goes to
Yeah.
the next draft with all the picks he has left, he made moves. We got teams who are, oh, I don't know, I have a sixth or a seventh, but I'd rather go into the draft. Why? What is going to change? What are you going to draft next year that's different than what you drafted this year?
Yeah, you're gonna drop the same trash.
You're going to draft the same trash and be in the same mediocre spot. Fucking push for the championship, boys. And that's why I think TBT and Daltrey are my picks. One is the underdog and one is the favorite because they are not afraid to go and spend uh, to to make the push, you know?
We come back in 3 weeks in the pod. I lost all three of my weeks. Mark won all three of his weeks. I don't make it, and I have nothing.
Wayne, you're probably gonna beat me. My team is pretty depleted right now, and I'm gonna hopefully get
But
more depleted
but your keepers are healthy.
for once. We'll go
How
over
much
this
time we
when we
got
get
left here?
back because I chatted quite a bit there. We
How
have
much
one
time we got
minute
left?
left,
Oh, yeah, we'll
so
we'll uh, we'll pick this back up.
we'll come back for part two, boys. Stay tuned.
Woo!